Yeah, because once I have to help you again to feel about not having eyes, because you know how it feels. You felt it several times, right? So, I thought I missed it. The ginger was in my mouth and I thought I already swallowed it because it was boom, boom. So what was I saying before the eyes? That I said, we have to record this because this is the highest thing I ever said in my life. Because it's not where you are, where you can go crossing your mind. Is being the interpreter on real time of where you are going to. And musicians and dancers are doing this all the time. And painters. You see the fireworks?
Feeding the positive.
And giving you the structure at the same time that you were feeling it before, so then you are connecting with my structure. So I see when my structure is, and I see your patterns are in my structure, they are connected. And when they are like fighting with this structure that is liquid structure, the liquid structure is like ignoring you and you're still aggressive to that. Being aware of that, the only being aware of that helps you to be flexible as a person. Otherwise, you are going to be the world championship in flexibility. So, today you are feeling stupidly more comfortable because you are on the radio instead of on YouTube. Are you feeling happier? Calmer. You're feeling calmer, more relaxed, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's observing you.
Yes.
I cannot hear you. What do you say?
Yes. Sissy.
What I meant is that I couldn't hear you laughing. Because you were laughing in silence.
Yeah.
And if this is radio, there's nothing there, it's silence.
Yes.
And then it's like, I am watching you doing nothing. So, all this thing is only to warm up, to give you again the whole fucking structure. But probably before I make the whole story, we are in a higher structure.
Yeah.
Let's call it again matryoshkas.
Yes. But only 3.
Yeah, maximum. We don't need more.
No.
But you can get 4 because it's your hobby. And your hobby is a whole new universe. But it's your hobby, not your obsession. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you get it, and you know what I'm talking about, which is what's beyond the third in awareness, is not dimensions, it's being aware of awareness. And there is a moment that there is no more awareness of awareness, it's just everything and nothing, and it's far beyond everything. So you only need maximum 3 times for everything, and then convert it in hobby or obsession. That's how the world is growing. You know what I mean? This is always the perspective and the direction that I see. The society is evolving into this frustrating way of succeeding and failing.
Yeah.
And we are creating many more ways of succeeding in that way. And then there are the other ones that are also suffering because they are not succeeding. And they should be very happy to be aware of something else, that they are aware of something else, and they come back into the other direction, and then you put one foot on polytheism and another foot on Monotheism. And I was feeling I was the compass in one of your knees, remember? With your knees and creating your knees like these two pillars of a new whole matroska. And it could be a compass, and that would be probably one of the symbolism that they are meaning somewhere and nobody else know what it means. Because if they have this compact concept, they will never ever would be talking about just one religion. It would be saying everything and nothing about everything and nothing. So if they are only going in one way, then you see that they are following and they continue and they are not now connecting with the liquid structure. No. They are converting a structure of knowledge at this level and they say, I'm going to recreate it. Bang! You can only create. That's the thing that people are happy recreating when they can be creating anything whenever they want, but that's not successful in society. Only because they think that is not, because all the genius in football, in basketball, in boxing, in painting, in music, all of them have these accesses. But the problem is that they are not aware of many others. That's why there is suffering. Yeah, but not all of them, of course. The people that you see them, that they have no problems with anything, because they are out of everything and inside and yellow. They were having the best moments of their lives doing what they were loving to do the most. There is nothing better than that. Any other stupid modification is up to you. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying don't force me to take any of those directions. So there's no good or bad religion. There is just religion or not religion. And no religion means many things, just like religion means many things. But when both of them finish with the stories, there is a higher one. So they can all be right, absolutely right. The more they study, the more right they will be in that. But still inside of that balloon, that is me saying this.
Oh my God.
Looking with the sunglasses on. The mustache. Hui. I don't know if it is filming and if it is sound. Hello? Oh yeah, it is filming. Feel warm, feel comfortable. Do you remember that day? And you were feel warm, feel comfortable. You didn't finish the 50 minutes.
No.
But we were talking before about these strange connections that we were having. But we're not being aware that we were personal connections. Just so sure that when we connect as people, we share things that they were created there because it was infinite things. And then you come in the one that they are connected for who knows what reason. It's easy. Once you go to the backstage of your life, you are connected with the backstage of everyone's lives. And you can see at a different level everything. But you have to start seeing yourself in the backstage of your life. And that's what you manage through the 50 minutes sound sync meditation. I didn't need it because I've been doing it as a child since I'm 7 years old. And as an adult, I've been doing it through different millions of ways. As a child, also. That's why I had so many accidents. I told you, the only thing that I couldn't do was flying. But that's why I kept jumping from a higher place, because I wanted to be longer, not on earth, but in the air. And then I was going to become a parachute when I was 24, but I already had so many accidents that I was going to be operated of my knee. And then I said, I have a lot of pain in my knee, a lot of in my back, everywhere, because I remember every single big pain that I had in my life. In my head, everywhere, in my back, my leg, everywhere. And I was never an expert in anything, but enjoying the maximum. I could die probably. I did it because I felt like doing it. And there are many other kinds of people. The ones that they would like to do it, and they don't do it because they don't dare. Or the people that they don't give a shit, but they want to see you if you get killed. They're infinite, you see? I gave you these two different, the third is not necessary. You see how to convert things into stories and into these concepts are the whole spectrum? Because it can be depending on who do you identify with this story. I know there are millions of ways of identifying that way. So that's one perspective, and that's it. Yes. And you are right in that one, and I don't give a shit because I am in many other different ones that has nothing to do with that specific one, which I accept and respect. But I feel sorry for you for not being able to see the rest of them. Because you prefer to feel offended or mad or whatever. Instead of, oh yeah, ha 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 ha, like you are doing it. You see? It's impossible to tell these things to someone who would be like that. Because these people would never have this common laughing that we just had. That is like the end of the concept, closing it and saying from the outside and say, okay, another Matroska, but we are a factory of Matroskas. So it's one after the other, it's all the same. You can convert it into a hobby or an obsession or whatever you want, but it's not getting higher than that. That's like the theory of the strings. That's the theory of it, it's like that. And all these things that I have never studied, I don't know how I managed to go into them. No idea. No idea. Just like, well, you've seen in one case, the day that you asked me, you haven't told me what unmanifest means. You haven't done your homework. And I felt that like a ray of light, not like an insult or anything like that, because in you it was everything. And it could be the insult if you wanted, but not in a hurting way. You know what I mean? You were saying in all the ways, expecting the magic. And then I didn't feel like, oh, I have to compete and be, I have to prove she's wrong. No, I never be. It's a horrible feeling. Because even if I win, I lose. I want us to be right, to be together, to be cool, to get everything. It's not just you or me. It's you and us. You see the difference? So I was talking about different types of people in different situations that I've been aware at this level that I'm telling you, because when I was about to jump, I didn't know if I was going to get killed or break one leg or something, because have met before nothing happened. And it was painful, but I can admit a little bit more pain. Until I didn't break anything, but I said, bro, this is the maximum I don't want to have because it is bigger. Just breaking one bone, I don't want to break my. So those are the values in the scales, in your natural scale.
Yeah.
Balancing your curiosity with your survival mode. That's the most beautiful spectrum because there are infinite of possibilities in there. And people cannot see it and can never even imagine to think about it. They have to visualize it so clearly in the same way as I visualize it. Because for me, it's much more clear than it sounds because I'm saying it. You know what I mean? It's like I am a crystal ball with energy inside and then the mouth is telling things. You were getting disconnected. you were looking at a window in the museum. I said, "Whoa, oh my God, he's still growing."
I take a second.
So, this is the most amazing situation, relationship, connection that with me is impossible to get a conflict. It's only you until you realize that it's almost impossible to get a conflict for you because it is only almost. You are visualizing and you are 2 seconds delayed. I'm in the parking waiting for you to take you to the next level.
Sometimes.
Welcome home. This is 1,000 million times better than the first communion. Yeah, that's what I felt first communion should be, you know? And that's why I didn't feel it was like that. I didn't care, and I was not against that. I was just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the center of attention. And some of the people are the opposite. Hey, this God, this Athena, all this. And I want to be the center of attention. And some others, all this, and they don't want to be the center of attention. Or they want a little bit, but not to this or not to that. Infinite, always, situations. And they're evaluating the people all the time the same because nobody's aware of anything like this. So who cares? Nobody.
Nobody.
Shh. Nobody cares.